Hi, my name's Mary, and I'd like to share with you my stewardship story. The people at Wayside have been very welcoming to me, and my path to Wayside was a little circuitous. Some people's paths are a little straighter, and mine was a little bit more windy. But as I started to learn about Wayside, what I did learn is that the people are open to ideas and to new ideas. And that's not to say that the traditions aren't important. They very much are. But they were open to new ways of exploring spirituality and new ideas. And that was very, very important to me. So that's why I felt welcome. They've allowed me to experiment a little bit with my expression of stewardship. My The point that I started to become more involved in Wayside, my children were going to college, and I wanted to really use the time that I had in a meaningful way. The first draft of my participation in a particular project may not have been as smooth. It was definitely a rough draft, but again, they've allowed for that time it took to kind of hone some of the projects. And I'll give you an example. I have an interest in libraries and library science, and Wayside has a small library that I was able to become familiar with, change a little bit, offer some new ways of viewing the library, and that took some time and some patience, and but was much more satisfying to me, and I think beneficial to the community. More recently, this individual video project is another example of the choice to look at technology, which is new to our community in a broader sense, and find ways that are meaningful to integrate technology into the Christian Ed, for example, and to the larger community in different settings. This video project will be an actualization of some of the ideas that I had about hearing people's stories, sharing my story, so that it might help the youth, for example, to be able to connect to show how I connect to the Wayside community as they learn to explore ways that are meaningful to them to connect to the Wayside community. Another area would be to use these types of videos to show that those members who have been with Wayside for 40 years don't need to be concerned about how technology will be used within the community, because of the fact that we're sensitive to finding meaningful and appropriate ways to use technology to express what people's views are and their experiences are as they do the Lord's work within Wayside and the larger world community. So my experience with stewardship at the Wayside Presbyterian Church has been, I would say, an exploration, and now a fruition, for example, with these stewardship videos. And that to me is extraordinarily important as I explore my spirituality and express my spirituality through my time, talents, and treasures. Thank you for listening to my story.